1. Abase. To lower in status, esteem, quality or character. To degrade or humble someone. 2. Abash. To destroy the self-possession or self-confidence of someone. To make ashamed or embarrassed. 3. Abate. To become less intense, active or severe. To diminish or reduce. 4. Abdicate. To formally give up a position of power, royalty or responsibility. 5. Aberrate. To diverge or deviate from an expected, natural or normal course. 6. Abet. To encourage, assist or support someone in doing something wrong, often a crime. 7. Abhor. To regard with disgust and hatred, to detest utterly. 8. Abjure. To solemnly renounce, reject or give up a belief, cause or claim. 9. Abnegate. To renounce or reject something desired or valuable, to deny oneself. 10. Abolish. To formally put an end to a system, practice or institution. 11. Abominate. To detest intensely, to loathe thoroughly. 12. Abort. To bring to a premature end because of a problem or fault. 13. Abound. To exist in large numbers or amounts, to be fully supplied or filled. 14. Abrade. To scrape or wear away by friction or erosion. 15. Abrogate. To repeal, annul or evade a law, right, or formal agreement. 16. Abscond. To leave hurriedly and secretly, typically to avoid detection of or arrest for an unlawful action. 17. Absolve. To set someone free from blame, guilt or obligation. 18. Absorb. To take in or soak up energy, liquid or information. 19. Abstain. To restrain oneself from doing or enjoying something. 20. Abstract. To extract or remove something, to separate a concept from physical reality. 21. Abuse. To use something to bad effect or for a bad purpose, to treat with cruelty. 22. Abut. To touch or join at the edge or border, to border upon. 23. Exceed. To agree or assent to a demand, request or treaty. 24. Accelerate. To increase in speed, amount or rate of progression. 25. Accentuate. To make more noticeable or prominent, to emphasize. 26. Acclaim. To praise enthusiastically and publicly. 27. Acclimate. To respond or adapt to a new climate, environment or situation. 28. Accommodate. To provide lodging or sufficient space for, to fit or adapt to wishes or needs. 29. Accost. To approach and address someone boldly, aggressively or aggressively. 30. Accoutre. To clothe or equip in something noticeable, impressive or specific. 31. Accredit. To give official authorization to or approval of, to attribute an action to someone. 32. Accrue. To accumulate or receive payments, benefits or interest over time. 33. Acculturate. To assimilate or adapt to a different culture, typically a dominant one. 34. Accumulate. To gather together or acquire an increasing number or quantity of something. 35. Acerbate. To make sour or bitter, to irritate, vex or annoy. 36. Achieve. To bring to a successful conclusion by effort, skill or courage. 37. Acknowledge. To accept or admit the existence or truth of, to confirm receipt of. 38. Acquiesce. To accept something reluctantly but without protest. 39. Acquire. To buy or obtain an asset or object for oneself, to learn a skill. 40. Acquit. To free someone from a criminal charge by a verdict of not guilty, to conduct oneself well. 41. Actuate. To cause a machine or device to operate, to motivate someone to act. 42. Adapt. To make something suitable for a new use or purpose, to adjust to new conditions. 43. Adduce. To cite as evidence or use as an instance or proof in an argument. 44. Adhere. To stick fast to a surface or substance, to believe in and follow the practices of. 45. Adjoin. To be next to, and joined with a building, room or piece of land. 46. Adjourn. To break off a meeting, legal case or game, with the intention of resuming it later. 47. Adjudge. To consider or declare to be true or a certain way, to award judicially. 48. Adjure. To urge, request or command someone earnestly or solemnly to do something. 49. Administer. To manage and be responsible for the running of a business, organization or country. 50. Admire. To regard with respect, approval or warm approval. A. Continued. 51. Admonish. To warn or reprimand someone firmly, to advise or urge earnestly. 52. Adore. To love and respect someone deeply, to worship. 53. Adorn. to make more beautiful or attractive, to decorate. 54. Adulate, to praise someone excessively or obsequiously, to flatter heavily. 55. Adulterate, to render something poorer in quality by adding another substance, typically an inferior one. 56. Adumbrate, to report or represent in outline, to foreshadow vaguely. 57. Advance, to move forward in a purposeful way, to make progress. 58. Advise, to offer suggestions about the best course of action to someone. 59. Advocate, to publicly recommend or support a particular cause or policy. 60. Aerate, to introduce air into a material or liquid. 61. Affect, to have an effect on, to make a difference to pretend to feel or possess. 62. Affiliate, to officially attach or connect a person or organization to a larger body. 63. Affirm, to state as a fact strongly and publicly, to assert strongly. 64. Affix, to stick, attach or fasten something to something else. 65. Afflict, to cause pain or suffering to affect or trouble adversely. 66. Afford, to have enough money or time for, to provide or supply an opportunity. 67. Affranchise, to free from slavery or obligation, to enfranchise. 68. Affront, to offend the modesty or values of, to insult someone openly. 69. Agglomerate, to collect or form into a mass or group. 70. Aggrandize, to increase the power, status or wealth of a person or nation. 71. Aggravate, to make a problem or injury worse or more serious, to annoy someone. 72. Aggregate, to form or group into a class, cluster or whole. 73. Aggrieve, to give pain or trouble to distress or wrong someone. 74. Agitate, to make someone troubled or nervous, to stir or disturb a liquid briskly. 75. Agonize, to undergo great mental anguish through worrying about something. 76. Agonize, to recognize, acknowledge or confess, archaic but highly advanced. 77. Aid, to help, assist or facilitate. 78. Alienate, to cause someone to feel isolated, estranged or excluded. 79. Align, to place or arrange things in a straight line, to bring into cooperation or agreement. 80. Allay, to diminish or put at rest fear, suspicion or worry. 81. Allege, to claim or assert that someone has done something illegal or wrong, typically without proof. 82. Allegorize, to interpret or represent as an allegory, a story with a hidden moral meaning. 83. Alleviate, to make suffering, deficiency or a problem less severe. 84. Allocate, to distribute resources or duties for a particular purpose. 85. Allude, to hint at or suggest something indirectly, to call attention to subtly. 86. Allure, to powerfully attract or charm, to tempt. 87. Alter, to change or cause to change in character or composition, typically in a small degree. 88. Altercate, to dispute or argue angrily or noisily. 89. Alternate, to occur in turn repeatedly, to take turns. 90. Amalgamate, to combine or unite to form one organization, structure or substance. 91. Amass, to gather together or accumulate a large quantity of valuable material over time. 92. Ambush, to make a surprise attack on someone from a concealed position. 93. Ameliorate, to make something bad or unsatisfactory better, to improve. 94. Amend, to make minor changes in a text or piece of legislation in order to make it fairer or more accurate. 95. Amortize, to gradually write off the initial cost of an asset or reduce a debt by making regular payments. 96. Amplify, to increase the volume, strength or amount of something, to expand on a story. 97. Amputate, to cut off a limb or extremity by surgical operation. 98. Anathematize, to curse or condemn formally and vehemently. 99. Anchor, to secure firmly in position, to provide a steadfast base or foundation. 100. Annihilate, to destroy utterly, to obliterate or wipe out completely.